just wanted to give you some advice on how you could bring the unemployment rate down for black people, down to zero. It's very simple. All you got to do is look in the animal kingdom. And many people have told me to stop comparing us to animals because, quote unquote, we're superior to the animals in intellect. I say, oh really? Until you can prove to me that we as black people are superior to animals intellectually, and even white people, but we're not talking about white people right now, we're talking about black people. Until you can prove to me that we are superior to the animals intellectually, then I'm going to continue comparing us to animals and looking at the animal kingdom in the natural world, as the Akawu tells us, for wisdom. Now, what is the unemployment rate among ants? What is the unemployment rate among birds, among fish, among cockroaches, mice? And you mean to tell me you're not superior to the mice? You're not superior to the cockroaches? You say you're superior to the animals, but how can the cockroaches have a job and you don't? And who do the cockroaches work for? Do the cockroaches work for the white man? Do they work for the Chinese, the Arab? Who do the ants work for? Who do they work in the interests of? Simple questions, y'all. So how can it be a 0% unemployment rate among ants and roaches and mice, but among black people in some cases, it's as much as 80% in some places? Right? What's the problem? The ants aren't working in the interests of white supremacy. They're not working to help to maintain and sustain white supremacy. They're not teaching their children to go to school to be the fool, to work in the interest of white supremacy the way we do. They don't teach their children that. Their children are taught from birth that their job is to work in the interests of their own group. And so there's a 0% unemployment rate among the ants, the beetles, the birds, the fish, the cockroaches. But your unemployment rate is so high. You're living in a hostile, unnatural, false reality. You got to understand that. So it's no mystery why the unemployment rate is so high. It's the system of white supremacy. Okay? So you're only permitted to survive, not to thrive. Not as a people. There's individuals out here that thrive. And those are the individuals that hold us back as a people. I'm not saying they wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to hold my people back. I'm trying to get this money. But they are trying to get that money, and they're trying to get the comforts that the system of racism, white supremacy offers. So when they get it, the masses of black people see them and say, man, I want that. Well, how'd they get that? Well, they got a better position working for the white man. Well, I'm trying to get that same type of position myself. It's a vicious cycle. There's only so much crumbs to go around under white supremacy. Okay? There's only so many crumbs to go around. So everybody's not going to get them crumbs. And you do our people a disservice when you say, well, all you got to do is go to school. All you got to do is work for this white man or that white company. I done been in these damn companies before. In a position in middle management, I saw that there were only certain positions available. So if everybody's fighting for the same damn position, you got 100 people fighting for one position. 1,000 people fighting for 100 positions. 10,000 people fighting for 1,000 positions. The majority of the people going to be left out. But since I've seen this 10,000, 100,000 black people got real money. Okay, but you told me there's 40 million black people somewhere. You saying 1% of black people can thrive in the system of racism and white supremacy? What about the rest of the black people? If you were really good Christians and good Muslims, then you would want all of us to live comfortably. Huh? Instead, you're teaching our youth to go work and remain slaves working for the goddamn white man. You can't do that. Again, if an ant can have a job, if there can be zero unemployment, 0% unemployment among the ants, the cockroaches and the fish, then there should be zero unemployment among black people.